It's that Geeks Together podcast, episode Trey. Sam, can you believe we've made it 3 episodes?
Feels like 1,000.
Oh, well, yeah, I think that's just because time has been moving slower.
Mm,
It's almost been a year since we've been in. I mean, it's been pretty much a year that we've been in this lockdown. I remember we had just visited New York this time last year,
mm-hmm.
and then we
Yeah,
went back to Texas. And as soon as I got back to Texas, they were like, "Yep, that's it."
yeah. A year ago today, I went to go see Sonic in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Best experience of my life.
Just
Now,
close your eyes and think about those
I
calves,
wish I was there.
man. Just the new calves. I'm not talking about the original calves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
the director's cut
All
calves.
new, beautiful Sonic.
Mm.
He's hanging out. James
James
Marsden was
Marsden
there.
will do whatever.
It was great.
Like he'll be like in
Yeah.
amazing stuff or he'll be
Mm-hmm.
in the smirks. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, you got money?
And
Like,
hey,
let's do it.
I'm happy he was in Sonic. He was a
Was
great
he like the
addition.
best part of Sonic?
No.
Was there a
He was
best part of
good.
Sonic?
Jim Carrey was pretty good.
I mean, it's Jim Carrey.
He was like, I'm Jim Carrey.
It's me, Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
playing a character as
Yeah.
Jim Carrey. But
It's a good movie.
it's
It's a
always
good,
Jim Carrey.
good fun movie. And if I could watch it
A year
a
ago?
thousand
Has it been a year
times,
ago? You wouldn't. Or
I
would
would.
you?
I
Would
would.
you?
Yeah, I would.
For
I'd watch
free?
Sonic 1,000 times for free or for money if you want to pay me to watch Sonic 1,000 times.
The Hedgehog?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sonic the
okay.
Hedgehog, 20 best film of 2020,
Sam's favorite movie of 2020.
hands down.
You heard it here, y'all.
Yeah. There it is.
Well, here we are, episode 3, week 3
Mm,
of a new podcast, of a new world. A whole
you can't do that.
new. Oh, dang.
It's copywritten. Disney's gonna
Uh,
take us down.
can I sing it off key?
Maybe, but no one would want to listen to that, you know?
No.
So
I
I'm gonna
mean,
just play it safe.
that was probably off key. I didn't say the whole thing either, and I didn't sing the whole melody, so I think we're safe. Is
All
there a
right.
rule? Is there like 30 seconds, 2 seconds,
I
five
don't
seconds?
know. We'll have to read up on that.
Especially since we're famous YouTubers. We have like 47 views on the video.
36.
On that one video, but then the other
Right.
video
That's
has like
true.
9. So,
That's 7.
oh man. All
Yeah.
right. Well,
We're getting
thank
there.
you. Thank
But
you, Seven.
you can help us, people. Go watch the
That's right.
stuff, please.
And
Just do
interact.
it.
Just say, leave a comment.
Comment
Click.
H. If I see you commented H, I will know that you did your duty and I will thank you.
Is that an algorithm? Is there like, because I know
It's
in
my
Instagram
algorithm.
you have to
That's
do
my
more than
algorithm.
4 words, comment more than 4 words
I
for it
don't
to count.
care about the YouTube algorithm,
I
right?
do.
I got the algorithm in my mind, okay? I know who's loyal and
That's the
who
name of the
isn't.
show.
So
Hold
if
on
I
a
don't
second.
see an H on any of the YouTube, go to youtube.com and
Episode
search Geeks
3.
Together Pod, okay?
The
And then comment H on either of the videos. Because here's a little secret. I didn't post the podcast last week because I forgot, but it's okay. He doesn't know. Anyways, what's going on?
I'm right here. Yeah.
I was just talking about the YouTube and how great it is, and everything's
that's
going
good.
really
People
good.
like that.
Yeah.
Keep.
Yeah, everything's great
Keep doing
here.
that. I'm working on the title. I think I got the title of this episode.
It's been 2 seconds.
Yeah, dude. You said I got the algorithm in my mind.
That's
You know what I
good.
mean? It's like
I
I
have
got
to
the
try
whole
and
world
top
in my
that now.
hands, or I got the rhythm in my soul.
I have to
This one
top that
is
now.
I got the algorithm in my mind,
I have to try to
or
top it.
the algorithm in my mind. Just
That's my goal. I have to
see.
get a
You'll see
better. I
when
have to
this.
say something. I have to say something better
We'll see.
than that.
I got the algorithm in my mind. It's kind of like I got the whole world.
Again.
Are you kidding me? I thought that
No,
was
you
like
can't do it. No, you can't do it.
everybody sings that song.
I don't make the rules. You can't do it. You're not allowed.
You're right. YouTube will kick us
Yeah.
off. I got the algorithm. All right, perfect. Say something better, and it'll change. Until then, you know what, guys? gals, others, everyone, comment below. What should the title of this podcast? No, just kidding. We don't.
Yeah, you don't have that much power.
Name it. All right. So we're all doing all right. The world is still, excuse my French, an ish show, and we're gonna still be here, y'all. So if you want to listen to something that isn't an ish show, I mean, it is, but at least it's funny sometimes. I mean, that was pretty good. Anyway,
funny jokes.
See, jokes. We got some news. This week's GeekNet news, or as Sam wants to call it, NerdNet.
I don't like to call it that. I'm just saying we're bringing this back. You didn't want it, but now you're bringing it up.
I'm gonna check the original document.
I'm not saying I don't look. I'm not saying that's what it was originally called. I'm just saying when we were workshopping.
Right here.
When we were workshopping, yes. What do you mean? What do you mean workshopping?
I want y'all to know that.
What do you think we were doing for 2 weeks?
It was a long time. It took me a long time just to get to that point. So thank you.
You said NerdNet News one time.
You're right. You're right.
Cool. And then you said actually it was GeekNet News. Now you're talking about the alliteration. Well, I don't want to get it. We don't have to get into it. All right.
Because they've heard this argument before.
Yeah, we don't have to get into it. What we should get into is some news. I was going to do a segue to the first news segment, but I couldn't think of one. So instead, I'll just say it. I'll just say it. I got a segue into the second one from the first one.
Yeah,
not from this one.
That's fine.
So first piece of news earlier this week, we knew for a while that HBO is developing a Last of Us series based off of the critically acclaimed.
Critically acclaimed. And according to some nerds that I've seen online, is a masterpiece.
Well,
part one.
They're not that wrong. The first one is a very good game. It's genuinely so good. And it's a great story that it lends itself great to a movie or especially television, because you just take that story, you put it on television. You got a great show. I'll watch it. I'm going to watch it, even if it's bad. But we got some casting for that. Finally, it's been a while. Everyone has been doing their own little fan casts in their mind and speculating. But first, it was announced that the titular character Ellie will be played by Bella Ramsey, who's from Game of Thrones. Girl,
I guess, right?
She's like 17.
A real life young girl.
Girl. Let me see who Bella Ramsey plays in Game of Thrones for all you Game of Thrones heads out there.
I'm sure they're screaming it at the
Game of Thrones character. You hear that typing? That's nice. All right, here we go.
Everybody.
Lyanna Mormont.
Yes, the sister of Jorah Mormont, and also the knight. He was and then also I don't know if it was the daughter of the head of the Night's Watch, Sir Mormont. And then he dies and then becomes... Anyway, Jorah Mormont is...
No idea, but there you go. Bella Ramsey playing Ellie. Cool.
And also, I'm one of those people that says, I never watched the shows, but I read the books. Because I did. I really
you read
did.
The books?
Starting in like 1999.
I'd say that's...
I really did read the books.
Makes you an even bigger nerd. So... You may think that's impressive, but
I'm just saying I'm one of those people. Yes, it's annoying.
One of those people.
Yes, it's nerdy.
Nerd people.
I'm just saying. I really did.
Yeah. So then you have no idea how she is because you didn't watch the show.
My head
probably wasn't.
Great.
She probably wasn't what you were picturing in your head when reading the book. Probably didn't even know she existed. I didn't know she existed until a week ago.
Honestly,
but Bella Ramsey, if you're listening, good for you.
Yeah, girl, get it.
Do a great job,
Or don't.
Good for you. And this one, surprisingly, this next one, that one already has people fired up. People blah 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 blah.
We hate little girls that look like little girls.
That's not the little girl I would have cast. Who cares? Then become a casting director for The Last of Us, and then you can cast whatever little girl you want.
That's all y'all have to do. Become a Hollywood casting director.
But playing Joel, who in the first game is the main character. The second game, some stuff happened. The people not so happy. No. We don't have to talk about that. But it's gonna be played by the Mandalorian's own Pedro Pascal. He's doing it. Yeah,
that's a big one. And let's be honest.
That is.
Are they trying to cash in on his
for
big
sure.
money name right now? Hell yeah.
For sure.
So this is on HBO Plus, right? Not
just
Disney.
HBO. Yeah.
Oh,
just HBO.
Well, we can watch
Which
it.
Which means
HBO
HBO Max. Yeah. If you have HBO Max, you have HBO.
Sorry about that snap. I
Same
keep
thing.
doing that. Y'all know it sucks.
It's not that loud.
On the Reddit. I was gonna sing another song that we were gonna get.
Yeah, you need to stop. We're gonna get taken down.
But not on anywhere else but YouTube. They're the only ones that care.
They're listening on Apple Music. You never know. They could be listening on Apple Podcasts.
Guys,
go listen to us on Apple Podcasts. That's the ones that matter.
And subscribe and
give us a 5-star
review and a comment. Again, these guys are not funny.
A 5-star review, like you may read, like you may give weird. On
the other not bald one.
Well, right. You don't have to see
whatever you want.
Either any of us are bald. Whatever if you're listening to it, you don't have to look at us. It's fine. But anyway, Last of Us, Joel, Pedro Pascal, great. I saw a thing on Instagram, and it's like he's building up a cinematic universe of where he plays like a single dad. And I thought about it. It's really funny. Like in Wonder Woman, he's a single dad. In I think the Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Yeah. And the Shark Boy and Lava Girl sequel, I think he also plays like a single dad. It's really funny.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, not movie, like a dad, but like a dad type. That's what Joel is. He learns to love because his spoilers. Daughter dies. Happens in the first 10 minutes.
His daughter dies.
Just look it up. It'll be fine. But yeah, and then he learns to grow acquainted and learn to love this girl Ellie that he gets stuck with pretty much. But so yeah,
look, that's Pedro Pascal's a good actor, dude. Like, period, right? Like we've seen him play Chew Up Scenery as Max Lord, or played.
He was absolutely fantastic in that movie.
Like, straight, like this is the way. Like, like that.
He was in like Kingsman 2 or something. And he had a whip.
Like it was a dude with a whip and a gun and a cowboy. Yeah. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
He was in more serious things before. Like he used to do more like sort of serious, kind of like dramatic.
Didn't he? Game of Thrones. I think he
was, right?
Yeah.
So it's a Game of Thrones reunion, everybody.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Everybody's coming back.
Anyway, I think it's gonna be good. And HBO, who did we say was the writer?
Funny you mentioned that, because this is gonna be written by Craig Mazin.
Yeah.
Who wrote the award-winning. Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Very, very good Chernobyl miniseries.
Oh, that's
right. It just counts the events of the Chernobyl disaster, but it's genuinely really good.
And so, for those who don't know, the story of The Last of Us takes place. It's kind of a zombie apocalypse, but it's again more about the sucky.
Yeah, it's more about the people. And how you have to. Sort of what you have to do to thrive in that sort of environment.
And
how you sort of
build
relationships with people and stuff like that.
Save the world, cure everybody thing, right? Like, I don't know, man. If you like The Walking Dead, it's kind of that.
But better, I'd say. Much.
Because The Walking
much
Dead,
better.
Like again.
It's really, and it's great because it's such a genuine and good story that.
It's well done
in like a AAA blockbuster type video game. That's something you don't really get all too often, which is it's always really good to just play a good story, in a video game and stuff like that.
You don't got to care about it.
Yeah,
you don't got to look. I'm gonna be honest with you. There are some problematic things in there that I can get into. The biggest black character that they have, the biggest black female character. I don't want to spoil a game. If you just like video games, it's fine. It's good. It's scary. If you want to got some jump scares that I couldn't play the game in the dark by myself. Real talk.
I've still yet to finish it, which I have to get
I didn't finish it, man, because one, me, that as soon as it gets hard, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I didn't spend $60 to be challenged. God damn it. Get out of here with this hard stuff. Where's the easy? And it was very scary.
It can get a little spooky, but I don't think it's necessarily a horror game.
Every time I hear a click in the dark,
Yeah.
Kill myself.
Yeah, but hopefully all of the
Ooh, that
best
was a good-
elements of that.
Hold on a second.
Yeah,
That's a good title for the. I pee on myself a little bit.
all right, nice. That's gonna get people in. Anyway, that's enough about that's enough about The Last of Us. But speaking of The Last of Us and its writer Craig Mazin, he is also writing the Borderlands movie, which we talked a bit about last week, and the casting and sort of stuff like that. And funnily enough, we talked about Jack Black during that segment. Right? Yep. And then just a few days later, it was announced that Jack Black is going to be playing Claptrap.
Right, which is what I thought Kevin Hart would be.
Right, we all thought Kevin Hart would be playing, and then he playing Roland. Cool. We'll see how it goes. But Jack Black is playing Kevin Hart, who, if you don't know in the game, he's sort of like he's a little robot.
Guide.
Yeah, he's like a little companion robot, and he's like, "Go get me a thing," but he's also like sarcastic, and he makes little jokes, and he's like,
and also like, this is how you do this thing, and
very annoying to some people, but
very annoying.
It's fun,
Very annoying. And sometimes you can shoot him, sometimes you can't.
Yeah, you can shoot him, but he won't die. He'll just get mad at you. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. But he's in all the games. He shows up. He's always doing wacky stuff.
I guarantee you, he's gonna have like the best lines. You know what I mean? Like one-liners.
He's just gonna be a little fun, sarcastic,
and like we said,
relief sort of thing.
There's no question that this is gonna be a franchise. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm hopefully it's good because I'm really looking forward to it. I really like the Borderlands games.
It's a fun universe.
Yeah.
Because it's funny and fun and like good.
And down the line, there's like some pretty interesting characters and stuff like that later on. So I'd like to see those.
That whole universe is super interesting.
Yeah.
So
very stylistically interesting too to play the game and stuff like that.
There's a new game called Outer Worlds, or I think it's
Outer Wilds. Outer Worlds. Outer Wilds is the other one.
I mean, it's been on the Switch for a minute, but I keep looking at it and going, this is
those. I think they're called like Obsidian or something. And they made Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah,
that's
right.
That's them. Yeah. I heard good things about it. I've been eyeing it, but I never.
I just kind of dig that aesthetic too, right? Like that same sort of
that wacky space sort of adventurer,
or even like alternate reality, or I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like what was the one about? Anyway, I'll remember some other time. So that's good. Borderlands, Jack Black. They haven't mentioned anybody else so far. Just so we got
Kate Blanchett, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Hart.
That's right.
Eli Roth directing, who we talked about last week, is the guy from Inglourious Bastards.
That's
the baseball bat, if you remember. Yes. Great stuff. And Craig Mazin is writing. Great. He's a great writer. Somebody else is co-writing, but I don't remember who. I didn't write it down. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay.
Speaking of good stuff, but maybe some people don't think most people don't think it's good stuff. Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi. Very controversial movie.
Contentious.
Yeah. Talking about a lot of stuff that people get upset about. There's going to be a trigger. We need to put a trigger warning. For this episode. Yeah.
Just for the nerds.
For the nerds. Yeah. It was Rian Johnson, The Last of Us. Going to be a little touchy. Here he comes.
I would like to make a comment.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you?
Once again, you're all cucks. Part 2.
Okay.
Say, that Disney's honest. I can tell that Disney's paying you. You guys are in Disney's pocket. I can tell.
Yeah, I wish.
Rian Johnson is a cuck too. He's in Disney's pocket.
He is in Disney's pocket.
Zack Snyder. We're going to talk about Zack Snyder.
We'll talk about Zack Snyder later on. Calm down. It's okay. You wait in the lobby. We'll call you in when we talk about Zack Snyder, okay?
SJW.
Yep, we know.
AOC's fault.
It's all AOC's fault. Yep.
You guys. Thank you, sir. You can.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll call you back later when we talk about this.
Thank you for commenting and loving our show, I guess.
Because I mean, it's a listen. A listen's a listen.
I'll take it, bro.
I'm cool with it. I don't got to see who it is. I just see the number and I go, thank you.
Rian Johnson.
Anyway,
Rian Johnson, don't know, made the second in the newest trilogy of Star Wars films.
Yep.
The Star Wars
the sequels. Star Wars of the Future is future Star Wars, and that's
Star Wars.
The movie? Or
not the Rise.
The Last
Jedi. The Jedi.
Last Jedi.
I'm so confused.
Last
stories.
A lot of things going on. But Rian Johnson, he made The Last Jedi.
Last of the Johnsons. He
Ooh,
also made The Daggers Out. What a great movie.
Knives
God,
Out.
Knives Out.
Yeah,
Man, that was a good
I watched that movie. I didn't
What?
get it. I didn't get the hype. You know, 'cause
Fine.
to me, the reveal was like, it's like we
Wasn't
think
a
it's this
reveal. We
person.
knew it
Yeah,
was
we think it's this person, and then it's
the
like, no,
douchebag.
no, no, it's not that person. But then
Spoilers,
it's
sorry.
actually that person. I think it was well written, but I wasn't like,
It
oh
should have been
wow.
somebody else, not the guy that we thought it was
Yeah,
going to be.
yeah. I was
All
like, I
right.
wanted it to be that kid.
Up until that point,
You know?
good
Yeah.
movie. Good cast.
Great
Anyway,
cast. Very good cast. Yeah. Rian
Rian
Johnson.
Johnson.
He a while back, I think like right after The Last Jedi, it was announced that he would be working on his own trilogy of Star Wars films, right?
His home trilogy. Right.
And you know, a lot of people were like, I don't like Rian Johnson. He destroyed Luke Skywalker. That's not my Luke Skywalker. Rewrite the sequels.
That's not my Star Wars, you guys. Guys, you
not my Star Wars. Then
You
go
guys-
write your own
you guys-
Star Wars,
why
okay?
is there a woman? Guys, why are there black people in Star Wars? Guys,
That's
why,
true.
Guys,
What are they doing?
why are there Asian people in Star Wars?
They're infesting my media.
Guys,
All of
guys,
these political agendas and SJW BS needs to come into
poor
my Star Wars.
actor who played Rose Train
Oh,
literally had to leave Twitter.
she quit.
It was the
Twitter,
happiest time of her life.
And she's in the Star Wars movie.
POSs
Yeah.
said the most disgusting things to make that poor person leave Twitter at probably the happiest moment in her life.
Good for you. Good for you guys, I guess.
I will
for
never
doing
stop
for doing your thing.
nerds.
You know,
Never, because you're the
now
worst.
she's in a Pixar movie now, so joke's on
Good for you. Bro. Good
Anyways,
get you.
Rian Johnson's trilogy. The news was sort of quiet on it. There wasn't much being said about it. There was a point where we thought that it wasn't happening anymore, and we're like, okay, cool. We got 15,000 other Star Wars projects. We'll live. But recently, it was announced by Rian Johnson himself. He was like, I'm still doing it. It's coming.
You know why I like
doing
that?
Something
because I feel like he did it just to burn the nerds.
Oh yeah,
he was like, "Oh hey nerds, remember when you thought I wasn't doing this thing that you were so mad about me? Oh,
I'm coming back now with
coming.
I got an Oscar.
The first one's gonna be all women. The second one's gonna be all black,
imagine.
and then the third one's gonna be all Asian. Lose their minds. Could you imagine? Oh, that would be
insane. Yeah,
their heads would literally explode, bro.
They'll be called. The first one will be Star Wars, the Girl Jedi, right? Star Wars, the Black Jedi.
Yeah.
And then Star Wars, the Asian Jedi, and then there'll be an ensemble. There'll be a secret fourth one where they all get together and they have to fight against. They have to fight white dudes. It'll be crazy.
White dudes.
Yeah.
Like stormtroopers with the helmets off, and it's just white dudes.
It's just white dudes running.
Just like imagine the whole movie will be just like imagine the two hallway scenes. So Vader's hallway scenes from Rogue One, and Luke's, and it's just that. Just like you know those games that the new one that just came out, the Warriors of Hyrule, where you just swing your sword,
just a hack and slash, people. Yeah, it's a 20-minute movie. It's a 20-minute movie. They just wipe out the white people, and they're like, cool, good for us. We're going to go live our lives. And then everyone just goes insane.
Money.
Can't wait. The Rotten Tomatoes critic score is going to be all the way up. That audience score, it's going to be like, what's going on here?
Down. I love it. It's going to be great.
Rian Johnson.
I know you listen to his podcast. I know you're one of those 9 people.
Yeah.
Please. Please.
Thank you. Please.
Just, you would save a lot. Like, you would really do us a huge favor, Rian Johnson.
And
thanks, buddy.
It'd be so funny. Oh my god, so funny.
Oh my god, watch the reaction video.
Yeah. Just see the outrage. Yeah.
And then his head exploding.
Just fantastic.
The last words would be like SJW. And
then,
you know what I mean?
It'll be like when Palpatine's falling down.
He's the devil.
SJW.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait, dude. It's gonna be so great.
AOC is gonna star.
So Rian Johnson's. Can you imagine AOC as like the head of the Jedi Council?
That'd be fantastic.
That
would be amazing. Yeah.
This is fan casting at its best, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get no better than this, bro.
Make a
Rian
few
Johnson.
Reddit
We don't have a
posts.
timeline. We don't have a
We know
timeline. The seriousness of it.
not a single thing. Yeah.
Nothing about
I
the
think the
story or the
next Star
time.
Wars movie is supposed to come out next year or the year
2022?
after, and I have a feeling that that'll be Taika Waititi's movie, I think, because that's the one we sort of get regular updates on.
So is he doing a trilogy or just like a one
I
shot?
think he's doing
Taika
one shot
Waititi.
for now, but I'm sure they'll get
They'll
him
give
back.
him a whole joint,
Yeah,
right?
because he's great. I love Taika Waititi.
I feel like we're well. I wonder if like Dave Filoni will get another shot at a big movie verse, or he'll just try to stick.
I think he's gonna
to the
stick to
TV
TV. Yeah,
Mm.
he's doing.
'Cause he's
great,
kind of running
so-
that right now, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
him
his
and
baby Favreau
yeah,
are
yeah,
running the TV stuff.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say maybe Favreau would get a good movie, but you're right. Those
Yeah.
two guys are like they're in
'Cause
charge.
he's
Of
yeah,
the
Filoni
TV
right now.
universe right now.
He's doing Mandalorian.
Mhm.
He's doing. I think he's producing Boba Fett and Ahsoka, and he's doing
Mhm.
Bad Batch. So he's got a bunch of stuff going on. I think he's just
Damn,
the
dude.
head of like the TV,
For sure.
like in general. I think.
It's pretty sweet.
Which thank God, because he's fantastic.
He's pretty
I love
baller.
him.
Did your brother ever tell you that we met him at a con one time?
Yes, he rubs it in my face all the time. So I was like, I met Dave Filoni and I had an action figure, and he was like, not an action figure, kid. I'm like, okay, I get it.
Sorry,
Cool.
buddy.
You met all the cool people, and I was at home being a baby or whatever.
I mean,
Ridiculous. All the time.
right. I'm sorry.
Whenever I bring up
Listen,
Dave Filoni or the Clone Wars, he's like, I met Dave Filoni.
I think he
I know.
texted me the other day, like literally like 2 weeks ago. Hey, Dad, do you remember that time we met Dave Filoni? I was like, yes, buddy. I remember. Are you trying to rub this in somebody's face,
It's
or
like
did you meet a nerd who you're trying to impress?
It's the one thing he has against me, that he met Dave Filoni and I didn't. I wasn't there. Anyway,
We'll get something.
Yeah.
When this podcast goes big, son,
we'll get him on the show.
when we
and we won't invite him to the episode.
We'll not allow.
We won't
cut
tell
him out of the feed.
We won't.
just won't even allow it to download.
Oh, it'd be
any of
great.
his- Yeah, it'd be badass.
One day,
You'd be like-
episode 506 will have
At
Dave
my
Filoni
funeral,
on.
you'd be like, you know, me
Yeah.
and Dad.
I'll play
interviewed
it.
Dave
I'll
Filoni.
play it, yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
We'll have your coffin. It'll open and it'll
Put
like
a
some
speaker
bright
right
lights
on
will go
top
on,
of-
some air horns, and then it'll start playing. Yeah.
Dear AJ. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Play the episode like
We'll play.
because by then it'll be like we'll have like holographic.
Yeah, for
TV,
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
for
be
sure.
like it'll be like me and you and Dave.
Yeah.
Filoni. It'll be like
Yeah.
no.
Oh, sorry. Real quick, for all of you who don't know, Dave Filoni is. He started out as the showrunner for the cartoon Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and then he went on to do Rebels and Resistance, and now he's just doing all of the TV Star Wars stuff. He's producing Mandalorian with Dave Filoni, or not Dave Filoni, with Jon Favreau. Yeah. He's writing it. He's directing. He's great.
So all the new TV stuff. He used to do all the animated stuff that we've gotten in the last, I don't know, 20 years. So he's kind of when they changed over, he was sort of at the head of rewriting what's canon and what is getting left out.
Yeah, and he's just an overall like Star Wars whiz. It's amazing.
Yeah,
hearing him talking about stuff.
And we're talking about a time that my AJ, Sam's brother, and I met him at a con. Ridiculous. It might have been like the first New York Comic Con. So I don't know. Anyway, he's
all right. Well,
he's a big deal to the nerds. Yeah. So that's is that all the news? Oh, that's all the Rian Johnson making.
All the Rian, yeah.
That got really, really, really convoluted. Sorry, everybody. You're here for a nerd show.
We went off on a tangent. Yeah.
Darn it.
But this is perfect that we ended up talking about Dave Filoni, because he does animation shows,
animated
right?
and TV. That's right.
Right.
And I would like to talk to you. Matter of fact, there is a Dave Filoni show in this next segment. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the. This comes from RottenTomatoes.com. I was looking around, and I'm a big proponent of the animated show, and the 16 animated shows coming soon that we are super excited about. So let's go.
Why don't we just start with Bad Batch?
Right. So
we're already there.
The first, I'm just gonna go in order. So
we're talking about Bad Batch.
It's they were introduced during the last season,
the first arc of season 7 of the Clone Wars. That's they're sort of like they're Clone Force 99 is what they are, and they're sort of like defective clone troopers in a sense, but they're also defective to the point where they're defective to the point where they've got like special abilities, essentially, right? So there's like a brute heavy guy who's super heavy. There's like a Rambo type dude. There's like a sniper and like a tech specialist. It's really cool. And in that arc, they find this character Echo, who was a member of. Okay, this is gonna get real bad. Just stick with me. It's gonna get super nerdy. But Echo, he was a member of the 501st Legion in the Clone Wars, who Anakin sort of oversaw, right, and led that division of clone troopers. Right,
still a Jedi Knight.
Even afterwards, he took him. He's like, my boys now, and we're gonna kill a bunch of dudes. But
quick fun fact: the 501st was not original canon. The 501st was created by fans and then became canon.
Nice, beautiful. That's great. See, fans can do good things sometimes when they're not yelling at people. Anyway,
that was back when there was no internet.
Yeah, but anyway, there's this character Echo, and he dies at some point, supposedly, or we think. But in this season 7 arc, 4 episodes. They end up finding Echo. He's alive, and he's being used by like the Separatists, who are the bad guys fighting against the Galactic Republic, to like transmit.
They're literally draining like strategies and plans and all the knowledge
against the Republic.
The Republic.
Yeah,
they're literally draining it. So every time the Republic goes to attack something or they use a strategy against the Separatists, they sort of have one up on them, right?
Because they know what they're doing essentially.
Strategic. That is nerdy as.
And it's awesome how it it's really good. It's great. But anyway, they find Echo, and then Echo, Captain Rex, who's the leader of the 501st, is like, you want to come back with us? And he's like, nah, I think I'm gonna go with these bad Batch. Yeah,
because they're like my kind of dude.
Gets a cool like robot arm. But anyway, Bad Batch. It's sort of like a sequel, a successor to the Clone Wars. It's essentially just Clone Wars season 8 in disguise. If you really think about it.
And the great thing I'm reading in the synopsis here is that it's going to take place during the sort of transition.
It's that transitional period, and it's sort of like
we've never seen anywhere really or recently.
Whenever we see the Empire, it's their
what is that like? We sort of in Rebels, not really like sort of the end of that, but
but this is like the beginning that transition from the Republic to the Empire. So what's it like
going from a Republic that's been around for about 200 years to this sort of despotic, authoritarian empire?
And it's gonna
the regular Star Wars. So that's pretty dope.
It's going to explore like,
if you like Star Wars,
it's going to explore like what the clones are good for now, and sort of like
what happens to a lot of these clones,
like what happens next, like, because we're you don't really, at a certain point, you're not going to need us.
Much of those questions were not answered.
So that's going to be really cool.
The Bad Batch. We don't have a date per se. It doesn't say, but it is coming soon. We know that
coming to Disney Plus.
Disney Plus said, okay, this is what's coming. It was up there, so
Bad Batch was announced a while ago.
Yeah, it looks to be very produced.
We got a little sizzle reel, a little look at it.
It's right here. You can I'm actually looking. I could press play and watch the sizzle reel.
Yeah, you got some characters coming back. Tarkin's going to be in it.
That's right. From characters we know from the original Star Wars trilogy.
Fennec Shand from Mandalorian. I think Not One's character is going to be in it. Good stuff.
So that's good. That's speaking of the Star Wars, that's going to be part of that. Okay. Another show that is coming is actually out already from Apple TV is the Snoopy Show, season 1. And right on time for the 70th anniversary of the Snoopy and the Peanuts game. If you're a Snoopy fan, did you watch, you guys, you saw that the CGI movie that came out a couple of years ago?
It's a really good movie.
It was pretty good, right?
Yeah, I love it.
It's like Peanuts, man.
It's good. It's really good. It's on Disney Plus if you want.
So I don't know if this is like a week to week. The Snoopy Show brings back the 3 new adventures. Got it. So I guess there'll be sort of 3 shorts.
Yeah,
it'll be the first season, and then they'll do on and on. That was out February 5th, and if
it's on Apple TV.
Apple TV, which is
Apple TV Plus.
If you buy a new Apple product, you can get a year of that for free.
Yeah.
But that's where it's at. and then I guess
We're talking about. Sorry, real quick. We're gonna talk about all of these on the list, or just like
I'll go over some
about?
of them real quick, but others I'll jump in.
Mm-hmm.
They got. I just love this kind of stuff because I love
Yeah.
the Blood of Zeus and the Castlevania.
Was that good, Blood of Zeus? I
It was
heard.
all right.
I had a friend who watched it, and he
Alright.
was like,
I
"Yeah,
like
I don't
that
really
kind of
know
stuff.
about
It was
it."
all right. It was all right.
I had to watch Castlevania
I
though.
watched like the first three, and I was like,
Mhm.
this is tough. Then I kind of went all the way
Okay.
with it because I was like, Castlevania. I think it's on season 3 right now.
Yeah, I hear that one gets like really
Season
good
2
as
was
it
like,
goes.
damn, y'all,
Yeah.
easy. And then this one was a little too sexy, kind of.
Okay.
And then also, but also good.
All right.
Season 1 is phenomenal. Season 2 is like, God, Jesus, guys, come on with the gory
Gotcha.
gut. You know what I mean? It really goes deep into that. And then season 3, kind of a mix of all that, of what was great about season 1, plus it has a little bit too much sexy, if you ask me. And then, I mean, it's not for kids anyway, but you know, whatever. It's still good. I look forward to. But anyway, this show is it's just called DOTA Dragon's Blood, and it's another one of those sort of high fantasy, you know, just as they say, high fantasy
based
show.
on the video game series, I believe,
MMORPG.
Yeah,
Dota. DOTA. I don't even know what that stands for.
I have no idea. Never played it.
Anyway, what else we got?
Is that the same people, real quick, or is it just like the same sort of idea?
From the animation studio behind The Legend of Korra, it says.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. A dragon knight who gets involved in the story larger princesses, dragons, literally is what it says in the synopsis. So we'll see. Cool. If you like that kind of stuff, that's coming March 25th, actually. We got a date on Netflix. And it doesn't have a some of these have like the Snoopy show has a 100% Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Nice.
Because it's already out, so they can do that.
Yeah.
Dota doesn't have it yet. Bad Batch, not yet. Rugrats is coming back, y'all. If you are a 90s kid, I'm not. I'm old, too old, Sammy, too young. So
yeah,
Rugrats for me, I just people think that your sister is named after Rugrats, but the funny thing is that my grandmother's what your sister is named after.
Yeah.
Who your sister is named.
Yeah.
But because of the timing, people were like,
yeah.
Shut up. Anyway, so Rugrats are coming back.
Great.
Yay.
High on that 90s nostalgia.
Cool. Yeah, you know, I've been seeing people.
Yeah.
I guess 90s kids, but here's
okay. We had the 80s period.
I'm not making fun.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. If you were born in 97, what do you know about the Rugrats? If you were born if you were 3 years old when the Rugrats was like in repeats, like what do you
I don't know. People.
A lot of people wearing like Rugrats tees and like.
Yeah, it's big. It's big. Just let people, you know, people do whatever you want. You know,
I think it's cool. I like it.
Go for it. Yeah, if you want to pretend that you were alive when a thing was a thing, go for it.
What do I know? Like my generation, all we gave the world was Friends and Seinfeld.
And global warming.
Yeah, we did. Sorry.
Thanks, guys.
You're right. We do. We Gen X. Marvel's What If. Here's a big one, Sam. Marvel's What If, man. We're all looking forward to this. This is a big. I remember What If the books when they came out, and I remember my favorite What If story was, and I'm probably not right about this, but it was like Kitty Pryde and Sabretooth. What if instead of, I feel like maybe it was like instead of being best friends with Wolverine, she was best friends with this dude or something like that, or what if Sabretooth was, I don't know, man. It was the same story.
Yeah. A lot of those are like oddly specific, those like what if stories, right? It's not like a big game changing thing. It's like, what if Spider-Man wore mostly blue instead of mostly red, you know?
Yeah. What if he swung around the corner on 59th Street instead of.
But then like everything gets flipped on its head from there. So
Right. So I don't know if they're treating that like this, if it's like that one decision that makes everything.
These feel like a lot more like key things getting switched around, right? Like this character's this character now, and this person's doing this thing, and this thing happens here instead of there, and stuff like that.
There was some of that in the books, like what if Reed Richards was Spider-Man, or like stuff like that. I think there was some of that too. But
what if Reed Richards was Spider-Man?
What if?
A good question.
What if?
You got stretch you and webs. You don't need both. Calm
Yeah,
down.
but you're right here. Like this is more like, what if Peggy Carter
Yeah.
was Captain America?
Mm-hmm.
What if T'Challa was Star
Yeah.
Lord? Or what if Winter Soldier fought zombies? Like,
Mm-hmm.
or what?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just great. And
Big. It's
Marvel's
connected to the MCU. Everyone's coming back. We got
right,
what's his name as the Watcher in it.
right, cool.
That guy, I forgot his name.
You're
It's
telling
a
me,
very big
I
theme on
know.
the show is forgetting the actors' names. He's playing Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, stink.
Jeffrey something, maybe?
The guy from the Westworld.
Yeah.
Jeffrey
Jeffrey.
Wright. Jeffrey Wright.
Yes, Jeffrey
Jeffrey Wright.
Wright. See, we
Jeffrey
did
Wright.
it. We know
Jeffrey
what we're
Wright.
talking about. Jeffrey Wright playing
He
the
also
Watcher.
played. He
Great.
was also in like he is in the Bond films. He's in the new Bond films. He plays like the American CIA.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Bond films. I
Yeah.
don't know.
The new series of Bond films. Anyway.
Yeah. Good for
so
him.
what if is coming? We don't know when. We wait for Phase 4 to start.
Summer.
Summer?
Yeah. Summer. We talked about it the first episode.
You're all right. Summer. What if? And that's all animated again. The original stars in the movies will be on the show. Fun.
That's great.
This is another, and that's going to be on Disney Plus. Disney Plus, man.
Give them all your money, please.
Yeah. It's terrible, but yeah.
95
okay, this one is actually Netflix.
Subscribers.
It's the Netflix one, and I have. So I guess on the sort of riding the wave of Godzilla and Kong, they're gonna have a new Godzilla. So they had another Godzilla.
They have a bunch, yeah. So the Netflix, there was this movie Shin Godzilla,
that's right,
which was an anime, not an anime, a Japanese movie. It's crazy. Like I've watched a bunch of clips. I gotta watch the full movie. It's insane.
Yeah.
Then they made, I think, two or three, something like that, like anime movies.
I think there's three.
There's three, yeah. Anime movies that are connected to Shin Godzilla, and it's like hundreds of years in the future.
That's right. And he has destroyed the people can't even live here.
Yeah.
We've lived in space for hundreds and hundreds of years, and the Earth has sort of evolved without us. But then we come back to try to take it back for some reason. And man, it's not. It's just it's hardcore. It's very like
Shin Godzilla. If you just watch clips online, looks
this is hard,
insane. Like Godzilla's design is scary. He's got like these like weird dead fish eyes. It's crazy.
And it's very like, man, it is.
Yeah, it's just like Godzilla up to the max. It's insane.
Like Godzilla times 1,000.
Yeah, I got to check out those anime.
Crazy. I was like so heavy to me sometimes that I was like, God, it's so depressing.
Yeah. But now we're getting a new anime Godzilla series. Right?
Godzilla, leave us alone.
But it's interesting.
It was also like sea humans. This isn't your planet. So yeah, it's very that, and I am looking forward to hopefully not being as scared of it as I was of the other one.
So do you think this new one, because they're doing
that's on Netflix by the way, and no timeline as of,
and they're doing a Skull Island anime. So do you think they'll be connected? You think?
Well,
or do you think it's still gonna follow? Is this still gonna follow that Shin Godzilla timeline, or is it gonna be a new
it's going all out on a new anime, Monsterverse. So I think you are right.
Yeah, that's cool.
So they have a Skull. Yeah. They recently announced Skull Island anime joining the upcoming Godzilla Singular Point. That's right. So they are tied. Yep.
Okay.
The visual is putting Beastars, My Hero Academia. Okay, so so these guys, this anime house is doing pretty.
Consider me interested.
A show. Next up, it's kind of a funny Marvel's MODOK on Hulu. Sort of a stop motion.
Yeah, Robot Chicken-esque.
Very much. Very that. Yeah.
Starring Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, co-created by him. That's right. And it's very much to that Robot Chicken sort of.
There's a lot of good
the Marvel universe. And apparently it's very R-rated jokes.
Yeah. It's pretty much like MODOK, but he's like a businessman, and you see him sort of like
that's right. So it's very
running
kind of workplace
and stuff
comedy,
like that.
Yeah. That's exactly
that sort of vein.
No timeline for that, but that's
let me see. I want to check. I just want to check out the cast real quick.
For sure.
Some good people. Yeah, Beck Bennett's in there. From SNL. Got some Ben Schwartz in there. Played Sonic. Great. Of Ben Schwartz.
What else?
Melissa Fumero. He's in a bunch of stuff. He's in Parks and Rec.
Melissa
Did you watch that?
Fumero is no. Well, I did.
Melissa Fumero is she's
In SNL?
Santiago in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Hey, I like
Yeah,
her. I like
she's
her. She's
there.
funny.
Yeah, good stuff. Good people.
Sweet. That is again going to be on Hulu
Hmm.
because it's Marvel and Disney owns
Disney
Hulu.
owns Hulu along with
Anyway,
everything else.
yes. Speaking of Disney, I'll go through this real quick. It's
Yeah.
Monsters at Work. It's a Disney
Mm.
Plus sort of again workplace
Monsters Inc.
comedy. What happens when you go
Show.
home? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
another
cool.
set in the Monsters Inc. averse.
Great.
No, a new worker, Tyler Tuskman, voiced by Ben Feldman. You know who Ben Feldman is? I don't know.
I'll look him up.
I think this is the same voice actor who played Boo is there. Many of the original voice actors are back. Yeah.
So you think we're gonna see old Boo?
Probably grown up Boo with another kid, and maybe she'll go into the, you know what I mean? Probably something. Many of the
Ben
original voice
Feldman.
actors are back. Facilitates teen who
Oh,
dreams of becoming
yeah, I know this guy.
like Mike and Sully. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. There's another one. It's called The Way of the Husband. This actually looks pretty funny. It's an anime. It's kind of the style of like I used to be like a huge crime lord or a killer, but then I quit and
Right.
became a family guy.
Nice.
So there's an anime called The Way of the House Husband, and it's this guy who's literally like a stay-at-home dad, but he used to be like the head of a yakuza,
Nice.
and he's like a super killer. But
that's fun.
He really just kind of wants to take his kids to the playground and just to cook dinner, and so it's one of those kind of funnier. And that's going to be on Netflix. No timeline, and that's going to be cool. This one I'm excited about. It's from a creator called Gendy Tartakovsky. He goes all the way back to Dexter's Lab. That was his first joint.
I was not aware that was him.
That's right. And Dexter's Lab, and then he did Star Wars Clone Wars.
Yeah,
which
was not Dave Filoni's
Clone Wars. It's just Star Wars Clone Wars. The animated. When I say animated, I don't mean
like hand-drawn, fully hand-drawn
cartoons,
which were essentially just like commercials to sell toys.
They were very, very that.
There's like a lot of just fast-paced action and just
and if you watch it now, it doesn't age really well. But back then, we were all like,
I still think they're great.
Yeah, they're cool. I had fun with them, and they tie directly into the prequels.
Yes,
so between 2 and 3, right? Between
the second one is essentially like what
directly
season 7 is. Season 7 of the Clone Wars is. It just like it covers like Palpatine getting kidnapped and the attack on Coruscant. And that's
so it ties right into the film that comes after it. Chronologically, right? So this director Gendy Tartakovsky has also done what's it called?
Symbiotic Titan, which was like a 1-season show on Cartoon Network about just like
crazy teenagers who came from space, and they're a prince and a princess, but they have to fight monsters who come to try to kill them, but they have these cool like mech suits that they wear. It's pretty cool.
I think that's on HBO Max. I gotta check that out again.
So it probably is because he has another one on there that's called Primal, and it's no dialogue really. Yeah, and it's like this caveman and this dinosaur that kind of team up and survive together after their families are killed by other dinosaurs. It's weird. But also, it's pretty trippy. Dude.
The first few that we watched were really good. Also famously Samurai Jack.
The famous Samurai Jack. Probably what he's the most famous for is Samurai Jack. So he has a new show coming out, Unicorn Warriors Eternal. It's going to be on HBO Max and Cartoon Network. Dexter's Lab, Samurai Jack. Yeah, Symbionic Titan it's called. That's right. Wow. Yeah. Oh, that Primal show apparently it's got a full R rating that on HBO Plus.
That makes sense.
So it follows a team of ancient teenage heroes who need to protect the world from supernatural forces. Tartakovsky is a master when it comes to action animation. Yeah, so this looks fun, man. It's set in like an ancient magical world, which is pretty dope.
Right.
And I'm all about it. HBO Max and Cartoon Network, no timeline.
HBO Max, also give them all your money.
Also give them all the
Disney Plus and HBO Max.
This one
split all your money between them.
This one looks good because this is called Maya and the Three. This is going to come to Netflix, and it takes place. It's based on Mesoamerican lore, so it's based on like Maya legends. It's about this young girl who travels sort of the Mayan Empire looking for these 3 great warriors to save the world. we've never seen, I don't think ever seen anything based in like Mayan culture by
no, not like that. Yeah,
creators of color. And
Mm.
this is huge, and I'm here for it. And it's from Netflix called Maya and the Three. Next one up is I'm gonna briefly. You know that game Cuphead?
Oh yeah, the game that you hate because it's too hard, like most games.
Yeah,
Just
hard.
yeah. If you're not
I tried
like
to kill
him,
a carrot like 3 times, and it killed me every time.
but that's the thing. It's
Why is
the
this
whole
carrot
point of that.
killing
The
me?
whole point of that game
It's
is
hard.
overcoming the challenge, and then
I
once you
don't
do
want
it,
challenge.
you
I
feel
didn't pay $20 to be
satisfaction.
challenged.
You feel great.
I paid $20 to feel like a god.
Well,
Not like I feel in real life, inadequate.
you can just sit down, play your little Mario games all day, right? Play your little Animal
that I'm
Crossing.
bad at that. I'm great at.
Mm.
Great, but I'm also
Yeah.
getting bored.
Yeah.
The Cuphead show.
Yeah.
And all I got to say about
it's
that is
very
the Cuphead show. 1920.
yeah, it's very vintage, sort of old, like old cartoons.
Yeah, very
like that
Betty
sort of
Boopy and crap.
vintage style. So great. That really lends itself good to
This one's quick.
cartoon.
Resident. That's going to be on Netflix.
On Netflix.
Sometime in 2021.
Great.
Resident Evil: Infinite Darkness. Dude, I told you, there's that Resident Evil. I forget what it's called. I love that movie. It's dumb. It's CGI. There's a lot of flipping,
One
and
of the
shooting,
17
and fighting.
movies that they
I don't
made.
know. It's from like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know what it's called, but damn, it's good.
They're making a new movie
It like 3 times, bro.
In
so
the
they're making a
or
Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. I don't know if this is a show or like a movie.
Yeah, that's going to be an animated show.
Okay, cool.
For Netflix.
Leon S. Kennedy is your boy. So that's coming to Netflix. Yeah, Blade Runner's making an animated series coming to Crunchyroll and Adult Swim. Blade Runner, if you like the Blade Runners. This probably is the one that I'm the most excited about is Yasuke. And Yasuke is based on the first and probably only black samurai who was a real person who lived during the Edo period in Japan and became a samurai. Nice. He came on a slave ship for the Dutch and stayed there for some reason. And the emperor was like obsessed with this dude and he taught him Japanese. He became a full-fledged samurai. And it is going to be LaShawn Thompson and Lakeith Stanfield as the titular Yasuke. Oh, nice. Yeah. So the black samurai I just want to know who Japan of the anime also promises a Japan of magic and mechs, meaning it'll be more than just like a period drama. It's gonna be like some
nice, yeah,
sort of
altered
like
history,
steampunky, cool stuff. So nice. It's the same studio that is behind Attack on Titan.
Great,
which is
people like that, I think.
Yeah. So kick-ass lead voice actor. If you're a fan of either Samurai Champloo or Afro Samurai, I am, and this is for you, and I am excited. Again, Netflix, no date. Dang it, Netflix. Gremlins coming to HBO Max.
Is that a show?
Secrets of the Mogwai. That's right.
Huh.
Yeah.
The prequel,
for that it's recently. A prequel to Gremlins, and it's written by Sei Chun, who worked on the last couple seasons of Gotham. Gotham. Yeah, and it's like in the 1920s.
Meng Na Wen's gonna be in that.
That's right. It's 1920s.
Some other people that are
Shanghai. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. We all love the Gremlins, and that's it. 16 shows that are coming your way very soon. Maybe I'll put a link to this article.
Yeah, great.
Oh.
Thank you,
we
Rotten
hope
Tomatoes.
You enjoyed that. Thank you, Rotten Tomatoes.
Because we didn't. The things we do for you.
Kind of did.
It's torture for us.
No,
all right, you
fine.
better like
it's
it.
Fine. There's probably
to
more
sit here and read things off a list.
look at my phone.
Yeah.
I never look at my phone.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna take a break and drink this water.
I'm gonna drink.
Time for a break, y'all. Go drink some water.
Gatorade.
Drink water.
See you soon.
Hey everybody, this is Sam from That Geeks Together podcast. I just wanted to take a little break from the humdrum of life and all the podcasting I do to tell y'all about an amazing app that will make your podcasting life a billion times easier. Matter of fact, Sam and I use this app all the time to make this podcast that you're listening to right now. Super meta, huh? Well, what are you talking about, Sam? You may ask. Well, of course, I'm talking about the Anchor app. That's right, the Anchor app. The Anchor app is a podcast application and website that will help you do everything. And when I tell y'all everything you need to do in one place to make your podcast, it's right here. First and foremost, it's your favorite 4-letter F word. FREE is free. That's right. The Anchor app is free. There are creation tools on the Anchor app that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Literally right from your phone, y'all. Anchor is also going to distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else that people listen to podcasts. You may make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership, y'all. You hear what I just said? You can make money from your podcast, even if you are the only one that listens to it. That's pretty baller. It's everything you need to make a podcast, y'all, all in one place. Go to anchor.fm or look up the Anchor app on the App Store, wherever you get your apps. Download it today. I guarantee you, if you want to make a podcast, you won't be sorry. It's the Anchor app, y'all. I love it.
And we're back. I'm hydrated. Sam has his electrolytes.
Hours later, we're
That was
sipping
a
on
long
water.
commercial. I know. I'm gonna
It's 2 in the morning.
I'm probably gonna re-record that commercial. It shouldn't take that long, but it gives you guys. I'm sorry. It gives you all time to go make a tuna fish sandwich, toast the bread. You know what I mean? Make the tuna, put it in the fridge.
And it gives us time to get paid, baby. We're not sellouts, I promise.
No. We just need a break, just like you. I need to go get a tuna fish sandwich too.
Yeah.
Let me. Is trailer trash up next? Because we got 2 big trailers this week, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure is. The
Let's
biggest trailers.
Trailer trash.
Which one are we doing first?
Can we just do this?
Yes. Oh boy. It's finally here. The moment we all waited for
19th,
years.
We talk about this every week.
Shush. If you're just going to sit around and mope and complain about how you hate good movies, please. Okay? The Zack Snyders Justice League trailer is out, baby. Took the world by storm. I think it was voted best trailer of all time, if I'm not mistaken,
by who?
The entirety of the society, right? We live in a society, by the way. Wink, wink, nod.
It's so bad.
That's the Zack Snyders Justice League trailer dropped. Took the world by storm. Just insanity, right? It's insane. It's almost incomprehensible, this trailer, right?
Because right now what we need is another storm.
What?
You said it took the world by storm? We've had enough storms. This is a
good storm. It's a good storm. It's a good storm that's gonna clean up everything that's ever been bad. Okay, Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's back. All of your favorites from that movie are back. Okay.
Yeah, all your favorites from the favorites that we talked about last week are back.
All right, we won't talk about this because somebody hates good cinema.
So I literally watched this like 5 times, and I literally wrote down everything that was said, and I'm gonna read it really quickly in the voice of Captain Benitez, who, if you can all remember, if you're regular listeners, was part of our most famous video on YouTube. This is Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Snyder Cut, as performed by Captain Benitez from The Division.
I can't believe this.
Video
games. Go ahead, do your little silly jokes.
It starts. Stupid squeaky voice. The bells been ring. Of in the dark, among the stars, the god is dead. I had a dream, a premonition, that there's an attack coming. My lord, this world will fall. I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves. Alfred said, how do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bulls, then don't wave the red capes at it. Pa Kent in the background says.
You're gonna do the whole trailer?
Pa Kent in the background says.
My God.
Yous were sent here for a reason.
Dear God.
And even if it takes you the rest of your life to find out what that reason is, you should. Wonder Woman says.
Sweet God.
Captain Benita's his female voice. They said an age of heroes would never come again. Bruce Wayne says, it will. It has to. The end. Thank you.
Done? You're done? You happy now that you made a mockery out of this movie that people worked so hard on?
That was
you happy that you just put it all to shame?
Zack Snyder's the Snyder Cut Justice League, the 4-hour movie. God help us. The trailer, as read by Captain Benitez of The Division, the video game fame. Tom Clancy's The Division. Sorry, Tom Clancy's The Division. Published by Ubisoft. Sorry, Ubisoft. Thank you. And scene.
Great. Thank you so much for that.
So yeah. So Superman, Batman, we
see some new things. I'm gonna talk about this. All right. You're not just gonna do your little bit and then sweep on by.
What's the best part of it?
Okay. No, we're gonna talk about Zack Snyders Justice League. This is what everyone wants. This is what everybody's been waiting all week for. Okay. This is why they listen. For Zack Snyders Justice League coverage.
Right? Guys, yes. Do me a favor. Please comment. Send me an email at thatgeekstogetherpod@gmail.com if this is what you've been waiting for.
It's just going to be yes. It's just going to be an influx of yeses.
Not electricity and clean water, but no. Zack Snyders
Justice League talk. All right.
Well, we've been waiting for.
All right. Sure. We see some new stuff. We see a bit of Darkseid in there, and he's
my God.
Hey, I'm Darkseid.
He looks like a bodybuilder. He comes in.
Yeah.
Do you guys even work out, bro?
He's huge.
He literally comes in.
Steppenwolf.
Also, why is his back flat? What did they not pay for that part? What is that? What is
Apocalyptian or whatever.
Yeah, but what?
Look, you're looking too deep into the things you shouldn't be looking into, okay? Darkseid, everything we ever wanted. He's in the movie. Okay, we see him. Steppenwolf has to kneel down to him. You thought Steppenwolf was all powerful? No, he's a new big man in town.
Remember, he said, "My lord, this world will fall." That's what he said when he kneeled down.
We also see Granny Goodness, who's, if you don't know, is a new god, a heir to Darkseid. We see her. She wasn't in the original Justice League. She's there. She's hanging out. So is that other guy who's friends with Darkseid, and he's all like, hey, good job, Darkseid, or whatever, right?
Rock, bro.
Remember? Great.
Yeah.
Again, everything you've ever wanted.
Sam, can we please?
No.
I think the biggest thing that people care about in this is that the nightmare sequence. Can we talk about the nightmare sequence?
Real quick, we got a better look at Black Suit Superman, which everyone, if you're not excited, you're a fool. Okay, Black Suit Superman. Remember the 90s? That Superman dies. He comes back. He wears the black suit. He's got the mullet.
I got the comic.
You remember?
Yes.
Why aren't you excited? This is what you want. This is what you've been waiting for your whole life. You read that comic. You said this is the best comic I've ever read.
You're right.
I can't wait to see this on the big screen.
Right now, you're speaking to, I think it was like 24-year-old me. But
yeah.
And
you watched your little Death of Superman cartoon. You said that's good, right? But it's not what I want. That was right.
Actually, like that.
This is it, man. Zack Snyder's giving it to you right now, and you're not grateful. He worked so hard to get you to this point.
You're right.
Superman's wearing the black suit.
You're right.
You remember?
Yes.
You remember?
Yes. It is.
All right. Now we can talk about the nightmare sequence. Okay.
By the way, that suit has a specific perfect purpose. Apparently, it helps me suck in more sun energy
because it's black. If you wear black, things get hotter
That's
and
right.
more
That's right.
supercharged and
That's
heated.
right. Forgot about that.
I learned that in the
Supposed to wear
third
black in the
grade.
summer,
Okay.
because then you get- right, sorry, but-
All right. Nightmare sequence. This is big, right? If you remember
Yeah.
Batman v Superman, movie of the year 2016, quote me on that.
Batman, no cape,
Trench coat.
duster. Yeah.
Great, right?
Gun.
Yeah. It
Batman
shows
with a
how
gun.
it shows how crazy the world has gone. That Batman, he has to use the thing that he swore not to use. It's the only way he can survive, right? So this is an alternate reality where Darkseid comes down, he invades, everything goes
This is why
crazy.
in the trailer he says, "I had a dream, a premonition."
Why with the Captain Benitez? Batman doesn't sound like that. Batman's cool. He has a cool, deep, gravelly Ben Affleck voice.
In the trailer, it at the beginning it has the I think it's I sound like one of the nerds. You guys. It's like a voiceover by what sounds like Lex Luthor, and it's
Jesse
in like
Eisenberg,
this.
villain of the year.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Jesse Eisenberg, what of the who?
Villain of the year.
What
Villain
year?
of the year.
What year?
Every year since
2020, maybe. And it says like the bells are being rung off in the dark among the stars.
Okay, you're making me want to move on with all the
and
mockery.
then right after that horrible like we get Bruce Wayne and he says, "I had a dream, a premonition that an attack is coming."
I don't know why you're laughing. That's serious, okay? This is serious. The world's coming to destruction and you're laughing at it, man. Come on.
This is gonna be great. I can't wait.
Come on.
So
End of the trailer, we see nightmare sequence.
wait.
It's back. Batman, he's in his outfit, and we hear a voice say, "We live in a society." Immediately, I was eating eggs at the time.
I was like, it's George Costanza.
I legit spit out my eggs because if you don't know, "We live in a society" is a big meme on the internet regarding the 2019 film Joker, because people are saying that's essentially what the whole movie was. It was just
actually
Joker saying we live in a society.
The meme with George Costanza with his face painted as the Joker is because George Costanza said it first. He said, "We live in a society," from one of the episodes.
George Costanza's the Joker. But we hear the Joker say, "We live in a society," and then he takes a really long pause. So it makes me feel like Zack Snyder knows exactly what he's doing putting that line in the movie. Because if it wasn't, there's no reason for him to take that long of a pause, right? Like, it's insane how long of a pause he takes after saying "we live in a society." It's
Real people
amazing.
don't talk like that, right?
I love it. He goes, "We live in a society," but then he goes on where honor has no more meaning. Isn't that right? And then he turns around. We're like, "Who is it? Who is it?" Even though we said it already, but still, who is it? And then we see that
George Costanza.
The green smile. The green smile. The white face paint. And he goes, "Isn't that right, Batman?" And chills.
And then right after that, boom, 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 boom,
bow, bow. Yeah. But yeah, get excited. Jared Leto's back. He's got long hair, no dumb little face tattoos, green smile. He looks like a
sending
Joker.
condoms to people in the mail.
He's wearing like a weird FBI like vest for some reason.
So apparently, I heard that in this universe, he doesn't know Batman. They were never enemies. They just were.
But they were.
I don't know, dude. I just stuff
because we see it in Suicide Squad.
I don't care enough to believe what I hear.
He's on the car chasing him.
Sam.
But you mean like in the future society, right? Is that what you mean?
I don't know. Nerds mean when they say stuff about this movie.
Right.
I don't. I read it because it's my job. I have to.
I know. I do the bit where I'm all excited about Zack Snyders Justice League because he hates it. And I think it's funny.
Is this a bit?
You're
doing this to be facetious.
It's a bit. Sure. But in all fairness, I saw very little from this trailer that looked different from original Justice League. It looks like the exact same movie, just the slightest bit more sad and gray. Because that movie was red for some reason, right? But yeah, Zack Snyder Justice League, March 18th.
Again,
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. It's 4 hours long, but it's coming.
Wear your diapers. if you're seeing it in the theater in a part of the world where there are theaters, and
if you think that my rendition of the trailer is, go watch the trailer. And if you think Captain Benitez's rendition of the trailer is better, and you want to see a Captain Benitez trailer, at Sam.
I'm not doing that.
Because he's the guy.
I'm not doing that.
He's the guy.
I tell you right now, I'm not making a
If you want to see it, I want you to email us at him. Do it, people.
I'll do it for $100. If you want me to do it, you have to pay me $100. You, not the listener. You,
that much
you do
American money.
You do. All right. Otherwise, no Captain Benitez. All right. That's coming out HBO Max March 18th.
Learn how to do things. Yeah,
you do. Great. Next up, another big trailer.
Also, this is my favorite one. It's not my favorite, but it was fun. This is a good trailer. So we got the Mortal Kombat trailer, right? And that is coming to HBO Max.
HBO Max in like April, I think.
A month after the travesty that is what we just talked about. And you know, I'll be honest, man, I'm not a big I didn't play a lot of
Me neither.
Mortal Kombat.
The only Mortal Kombat game I've ever played is Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
The one I played the most of, and this is gonna age me, but it was the Game Gear, Sega Game Gear.
What even is that, dude?
It came with
what even
a
is
Mortal
that?
Kombat, and that's
is that like an Xbox or like
it was 80,
a PlayStation? Like what? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what it was, bro.
I've never heard
got
of
it for Christmas or my birthday or something. And
just to be clear,
it came with
Sega Game Gear is.
It came with a Sega Game Gear. Well, there might be people out there who are not. I mean,
I know, but I was
because you were raised in, you know, the Church of Dorky.
I'm a nerd.
Yes.
Thanks.
So there are people out there who are like nerds talking about as they lift their weights or something. I don't know what.
How did they get here? How did they get this far?
By mistake. Someone. I don't know.
They just didn't turn it off.
They're in the gym when they're pumping iron. Like the podcasts go from like the "Do You Even Lift, Bro" podcast, and sometimes it just auto plays and some.
I gotta start that. That's gonna be my solo project, the "Do You Even Lift, Bro" podcast.
Hell yeah! I can't wait for episode 1. Mortal Kombat, the trailer, and so it's gonna go to HBO Max April 18th. I want to say was the date.
In theaters, if you have those.
That's right. If you live in a country that isn't riddled with disease.
But yeah,
this is a good trailer, man. Like if you like the game, like I know enough about the game.
Yeah, I recognize the characters.
We all know Scorpion. We all know Sub-Zero.
Raiden,
Kano, Liu Kang. He's the fire dude, right?
Jax.
Sonya. Jax. So
Yeah.
I actually watched the trailer but it was like the director's commentary. It's on IGN's YouTube. And it was super interesting because he sort of like would stop it at these certain points and sort of explain to you. Like you laugh and you're like, oh, that looks goofy. But when he stopped and explained it, you're like, oh, dude, that's pretty cool. So like the part where Sub-Zero first comes out and attacks Jax, you know, at the beginning, he said, I wanted to do it like this because this is we first see Sub-Zero. This is when the characters first meet him. It's in like a flashback. She's telling the story of what happened, you know?
Is the bit where we see like with the
so he
knife or whatever.
And he grabs Jax's arms and like Jax is trying to shoot him, but it freezes or whatever, and then he grabs his arms. So he said that's when the characters in the movie meet him. This is when we meet him, and I wanted the experience to be very like boom, like like very violent, very scary.
He seems to be sort of surprising. Like a more villainous force in this movie.
He's a bad guy. He's a
definitely
more bad guy.
So I'm not sure if he's like that in the games.
And he said that the whole thing with Jax's arms getting broken off by him, he said it's been done so many different ways. Like Urquhart did it in one, not Urquhart, but what the hell's his name? Anyway, some other character has done it before. He said it's been done so many different times, it don't even matter. But, you know, in this one, they get frozen by Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
I think it's cool because like Sub-Zero comes in and he's like, I am Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
And then I expected like the Sub-Zero, like the tagline for the refrigerators. You know, they have Sub-Zero refrigerators.
No.
Yeah, so they have like this line of like fancy refrigerators that you can get in like restaurants and like fancy kitchens. And it's like Sub-Zero, live deliciously. So I thought he was going to be like, I am Sub-Zero, live deliciously.
Very nice.
Yeah, he didn't say that. I just thought it was weird. It's just weird to me. I don't know, dude. Like he's like this ancient Asian warrior.
Yeah.
Calls himself Sub-Zero?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
It's better than like Ice Guy or whatever, you know what I mean?
Cold
What if he
King?
came in and he was like,
I bet
I
it
am
sounds
Ice Guy.
badass in like Chinese, right? I bet you it sounds dope.
If Sub-Zero came after you, right, wearing all of that, all of his getup or whatever, he's shooting ice out of his hands, and he went, "I'm Sub-Zero," you think you just be like,
how would you say that in your language first?
Sub-Zero, that's not band in there.
But the gentleman that's playing him is he's not Chinese. He's Southeast Asian. Like I think he is. I'm so sorry. He is Thai. Some Indonesian. Sorry, he's Indonesian.
Nice.
He's an Indonesian like action star, dude, and he kicks out. He looks pretty dope. But I didn't know that. You know, in the trailer, when the character is fighting with, I have notes because it's so nerdy, y'all. With the blade on the rope, that's Scorpion. That's
Scorpion.
I didn't know that. I guess
because he has the chain rope.
Yeah, dude, it has a name.
So I think that's like a little back.
His name is Hanzo Hasashi, and that thing is called the kunai.
Yes.
Thing.
In Ghost of Tsushima, you use
a kunai,
but they're just like they're throwing knives essentially.
All work. So he just puts his on a rope.
He puts it on.
So this is apparently like the birth of him and why he becomes like this. You know what I mean? Like this. I think he's also from the interview with the director. Sounded like he is based in real sort of Japanese mythology. And so the director said that the character who plays him, who is Japanese, had a real hand in sort of keeping it real and authentic to the legend and all that cool stuff, which is pretty dope. And
real quick,
go.
This is Sub-Zero in Chinese. Here we go.
Go.
1 second. All right, here we go.
零以下.
Linxia. What is it? How do you spell that? Like Linxia.
Ling and then a bunch of weird like accented letters that I don't know.
Linxia. That would be badass. Like I am Linxia. Or it'd be like, what is Linxia? Like one of the stupid American characters. Is that me?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I am Sub-Zero. And then freeze his head. Ooh, sorry, I said that word. You have to bleep it. You bleeped last week, so
I did bleep last week. Yeah.
Thanks for that, buddy. I appreciate it.
Mortal Kombat. It looks. Here's the thing. It doesn't look great. I'd say.
No.
I'd say it looks very comic book movie.
Apparently, though, the Outworld, which is where it takes place, he said there's a real place that's not CGI or VFX. It's like
it looked really nice.
coal mine in Australia, and that's where they filmed it. So it's a real place. Cool. So that looks pretty dope.
Yeah, my thing with it is, like most comic book movies like this, it's
video
sort of like
game movies.
Sorry, video game movies. My bad. But like you got like that sort of like copy or military detective sort of character in this. It's Sonya, and she's like, "There's this ancient ritual. It's called Mortal Kombat." And
but that's the thing. Like Mortal Kombat has been around for 30 some years, and that's what it is. So in a way, it's the original of that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And we've just seen it so many times. We're sick of it now.
Yeah,
but this is where it came from. Really.
But also, like, how do you not know?
I know.
Look at the people that live in your world, man. There's a dude with a laser eye, a dude with robot arms, a bunch of monsters, people who shoot ice and fire and electricity.
The one character, Cole Young, he's the one that he's like, oh, it's a birthmark, and I've had it since he's born.
Yeah,
a new character, and the director's like, this guy's there so that people who don't know the universe have someone to like
sort of us.
Learn through. Which I guess it's not gonna be all people who know or like people like us who know enough to know a little bit, but not like the whole thing. And he said, look, we're not keeping it 100% canon nerds.
Right.
I'm down. But wherever I could, I will. Like he said, even with the hats, like, you know, the outfits.
I think the outfits look really.
He said they spent a lot of time. Literally in this 13-minute video, he spent like 3 minutes talking about Luan.
Like I think a lot of this, like I was
They put
watching
some
it and I was like,
effort into making it look authentic, whatever that
like
means.
it doesn't look necessarily like real to me, but it looks
Yeah,
like a
for sure.
fantastic
Yes.
transition from like the video game, like the effects of the video game and stuff like that, to a live action version.
So here he
think, which
literally
is-
says this. He says that the game of Mortal Kombat itself is very brutal.
Right.
I know that brutal is
Yeah.
a part of the game, but he says that's the best way to describe it. It has a
Right.
lot of brutality,
Yeah.
like we know, right? But it's
Yeah.
also very tongue in cheek and kind of makes fun of itself.
Yeah, it's
So
a bit
he wanted
self-aware
to
at times,
mix those two things, but without going too dorky or quirky or funny,
Yeah.
because then it's just like the 1995 movie, right? It's
Right.
just not.
Yeah.
It's just dumb, you know.
Yeah.
So he literally said, "I want new people and people who are fans and people who are kind of fans to believe it."
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
It
Or be
look
willing to be like, "All right, I'm cool."
Right.
With this.
It
I'll
looks
mess with it."
very sort of like I don't want to say camp, but it does a little bit, right? Like, but
because it's a video game.
it's I think it's a very well done camp in a way,
for
you
sure.
know, like
It's probably
it
the
looks
best
really nice.
well done version of this so far. And
Yeah,
I know that people are gonna be like, 1995.
Yeah,
whatever.
We get a lot of cool little references to the game, like Sub-Zero does it, here.
Get over here.
There's a dude,
which was always my favorite, but
yeah, you do it all the time.
Yeah.
There's a dude who screams, finish him.
Yeah, and he said, the director said, and his name is, I'm gonna be an idiot.
I just looked it
up.
Up.
In my notes.
Something with like
everybody have notes
or something.
Simon McKay.
Simon McKay.
So Simon McKay, the director, says, look, sometimes when those lines get said, it's hard. But we tried to, again, make it where it sounded as natural as possible.
Yeah.
And he said, I know I had to put it in there. I had to put it in there.
Right.
So, and, you know, people want it. So it's going to be there.
It's rated R. We got
people, right. And then he's talking about the fatalities and the one that we see where Kano rips out somebody's heart.
Yeah.
And he said, like, we try to go as far with it. It's rated R. So we went as far as we could with it because he said apparently they had the consultant, like the ratings consultant, who is the same rating consultant for Kill Bill series.
Okay.
So he could say, y'all can't do that, or you can do that, because he knows how far. Because, like, you know, Kill Bill literally took it to the max. So he was telling them, yeah, you can do this and that and this and that, and, you know, cut somebody's throat, freeze the blood, stab them with it. That was badass. I love that.
Yeah.
So will I see this? Definitely.
Yeah,
especially if it's going to be on
at
HBO
home.
Max. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, why wouldn't I see it? That's the only reason I'm going to watch the Snyder Cut, dude. Because I have to.
Yeah, like, I don't think this movie is something I would have really cared about if it wasn't free to me.
Like that kind of fan. Like, I don't even like fighting games like that. But I think the lore is dope. I think that the sort of universe is fun.
It looks cool, yeah.
I know the characters just because I'm adjacent to that world, right? And I've played back in the day.
I only recognized a few.
I'm here for it.
But
and watching this little director's cut of the trailer was pretty dope, because he made you be like, all right, I'll watch it. That's cool. Like, before, I probably would have just watched the trailer. We talked about it here, and I don't know if I would.
I just watched the normal trailer.
Maybe I wouldn't, but now I will, because it looks like fun. Because you know, I already love like Asian martial art. You know what I mean? Myth and fighting. Like, it's dope. I think it's dope. So I'm here for it.
Yeah.
That is Mortal Kombat. April
18th.
HBO Max, and in theaters
April 16th.
April 16th.
Yes.
HBO Max and Teatros.
Just looking at some of the characters here. If you go to comic book on Instagram, they have all of like little character posters and stuff with all the.
Heard that, y'all. Go to comic book on Instagram.
We got a Raiden. We got a Liu Kang.
We got a Sonya.
We got a Sonya.
We got a Jax. We
got a Cole Young. That's the new character.
That's the new dude.
Shang Tsung. Yep. Cool. Melina. Nice.
Oh, that's right. Yes, they show her like
Kung Lao,
Psy or whatever.
Kano. No, I don't think any Johnny Cage in this movie.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's
cool. That's fun. Yeah. We got Raiden. Raiden looks sick. Scorpion
looks like Raiden. Yeah, for sure.
Looks really good.
I mean, like I said, the way he talked about it was like, we did our best to make this like to be referential to the game, to keep it real to the game,
Mm.
and like sort of culturally responsible at
Right.
times whenever we could. So that's dope. There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
Something looks like fun, and
Mhm.
if you're down with that game, I know you're down with this movie. So I'm down with it,
For
and
sure.
I'm not down with that game.
Yeah.
So it's got things that I dig aside from video
Mhm.
games. So
And hopefully it's good, you know, a good video game
even if it's
movie
not,
is-
bro, like there's times where I just want
Yeah.
to sit down and eat a sandwich and watch a movie, dude. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This movie fits that. Like
Yeah.
I'm all about it, bro. Like I'll do
Mm.
that. It's probably gonna be like maybe a couple hours, if that, maybe not even that much, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's not gonna go
how long
past
can
like
it be?
2.5 at most.
Maybe. It's
Yeah.
gonna- And if you're at home, again, like sit down,
we're not
stop,
doing anything.
go, come back, go back.
It's- Yeah.
Listen, I know people miss the theaters, man, but
Mm.
God,
It's a
people
nice
are
experience,
idiots.
but it's easy to just
But people are not.
do put it
People
on the
text,
TV.
people
so-
get on the phone, people talk, people kick your chair, kids cry, people fight. It's the worst, bro.
Mm.
It's the worst. I'll just watch it from home.
Yeah.
I'll just get a bigger TV eventually. It's fine. I'm fine.
I watch all my
We
movies
watch most
on
of the
a
stuff on our
laptop or a
phone.
monitor.
Yeah,
Yes,
like,
yeah.
who cares, bro? Like I got nice headphones. Like I got
Mhm.
AirPods, and they sound
Oh yeah,
dope.
for
Like, I
sure.
can listen
I'm
to
cool.
it.
Yeah.
I'm all
I
right.
got popcorn at home.
I do. I make my own popcorn.
Yeah.
Why am I always?
It's not $1,000.
Is this a part of my ASMR series?
Please don't. Please
Oh,
no more. Please no more
okay.
ASMR.
I think that's a show, buddy.
I think it
we
is.
are good to Joe.
Mm.
Before we go, I would just like to say shout out to my loves in Texas. My heart is with you. I love you. And please, y'all, if you are not in Texas, from Texas, there are a lot. They need help. They're struggling with no electricity for a lot of days, no food, no clean water. The weather's starting to heat up. I love y'all out there, but if you can, just Google how can I help Texas. There's a lot of mutual aid companies, a lot of mutual aid organizations that are taking funds or supplies or whatever it is. Please find out how you can help and do so because they need us. I love you, Texas. I love you, San Antonio. You know, y'all have my heart, and whatever I can do to help, y'all know how to reach me. So please do that. But I think this is a show, episode number 3. Baby boy, you got anything else for me?
Some plugs. Do some plugs. Plug some stuff.
My hairline? Are you saying that I should get plugs? Did you just
Yeah,
say
I
that
didn't.
I
I
need to get
didn't.
plugs, Sam?
I wanted to.
We could have talked about this in person.
I know, but it
This
it
is
came
from
up, and I didn't think. I thought that maybe
thousands and thousands of
I'm
our
sorry.
fans.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Or millions of
I didn't mean
YouTube
to.
followers.
I know. Our worldwide, global fans.
What are you plugging? What do you got? Plug.
Just our stuff. You know, stuff we do.
If you want to reach out to us and comment, we are available everywhere: Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, please 5-star review. If you are going to watch any of this content on YouTube, say something,
Pod.
say dope, comment.
I will be
like
making more stuff.
More stuff
I didn't
is
do
coming.
anything this week because I didn't feel like it. Sorry.
Lazy
Yeah. But this week stuff will be coming from this episode. Maybe
anywhere
some other
you
stuff.
listen to anything,
Yep.
or you could just follow the link in our Instagram, That Geeks Together Pod. On Instagram, go to the link. It'll take you right to our Anchor FM, and you can go from there to anywhere you listen to a podcast. But again, if you do, please. Another thing, y'all, it costs kind of a little bit to make this podcast. You got to subscribe to things, to do posts, and it would be very helpful if you could support the pod. If you go on the link in Instagram to Anchor FM, there is a link on there to support. And if you are willing to do that, we are eternally grateful because it's just me and Sam putting it together. And we are not a big production company or part of any network.
No.
And we do it for the love of doing it. But sometimes the love comes out of the pocket. So
shout out to iMovie and GarageBand for being free. Thank you. You're a real help.
Yeah. Thank God for 2-week trials of things. I've been doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
But that We run out of stuff sometimes. So we would really appreciate it. If you don't know how to do it, I'll put links to it somewhere at some point. But if you just click the link in the bio.
If you don't want to, that's cool too. Just
no.
Leave a nice thing about
no.
us.
Just say something nice. Or just listen. I appreciate that too. So
because it also gives us money.
It does. It really does. I mean, it's not a lot. Calm down.
They don't have to know
27 cents over 3 podcasts. Hold on. But it's all right. It's all right. We do it, like I said, because we like to do it. I like to make y'all laugh. A few of you have reached out and said you listened to the pod and you loved it, and I appreciate that. One person said that it made them laugh and feel like we were in the room.
It's interesting. No one's reached out to me. So that's weird.
Sorry.
That's fine. That's cool.
I'll arrange for someone to reach out to you soon.
That's cool.
No, hold on. Your somebody commented on YouTube that the guy with the beanie is cool.
Yeah, my sister.
That's something. Somebody. She's somebody. What are you talking about? Golly, man, you want too much.
Thanks for the support. Y'all are great, doing good stuff.
I'll change it.
No one can see it.
Okay, good. Next week.
Except for me.
Thank you, everybody, for listening and subscribing if you subscribe, and leaving those likes, and if you supporting whatever you're doing, just for listening, just for being here, just for hanging out, just for staying alive. That's all I'm going to do. Are we going to get hit with something because I said that?
Yes, we're not going to get. We can't even release this at this point. It's too late.
Sorry, everybody. All right. I'll see you soon, buddy.
Yep.
Peace, love, and hair grease. Black Lives Matter. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.